EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots.
And now, your 2025 New England Patriots.
With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. He's tackled there by Quinnipiac.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, it's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Patriots.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, New England.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Maynard on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. To throw now, May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try it now with Henderson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuffed him on 4th down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. Throwing on the first play is Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
24 yards.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, here comes Spencer Schrader for the Colts field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is May. That's complete to Henderson.
They tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. We're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete.
He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
May to throw again. That's complete to Diggs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's second down. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On first down, they go back to Henderson, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5.
Henderson, the ball carrier. Cameron Bynum on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Second and 5. Douglas in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Third and short. And here is Ned. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Patriots will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return is Goodson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On play action, it's Jones. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, You better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, it's Jones. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Throwing is May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
So, a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter, 3rd and long, as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
49-yard gain.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. It's a gain of 49.
49-yard gain on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A short pass taken in by Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Jones keeping this one.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts take a 10-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one, and they'll start 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. Ooh. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, New England. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, But they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return is Goodson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. In motion is Warren. Now a play fake. Jones. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Jones now on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
He got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Short one, and caught by Warren. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Oh, a loose football. And the Patriots are going to recover.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Our throw on the move is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. They quickly out to Diggs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
2nd down and 8. That's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Quentin Nelson, former All-Pro guard, guilty on that one.
Still 2nd down.
Now Jones. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. It's a gain of 34.
And the Colts 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, Here's 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
Jones to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, a bit of a letdown.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jones to the air again. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even 1st half. We're back to Foxborough after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And he's out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the moment. There is a flag on the field. This one is coming back.
Still 2nd down.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He gets this one complete to Pittman. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 16-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 9 yards.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
It's 4th down.
So, on 4th down, Spencer Schrader is on for the Colts field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And in motion, it's Diggs. To throw on first down is May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. New England going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He finds Hollins on the ground. The Pats will stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
49-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, it's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
3rd and short. And here is May. This one. Downfield, looking for Henry. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue at about
26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Jones. And that is incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, here is Henderson. They'll bring this up to the 22. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
22-yard line.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Made to throw on second down. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on third down is May. That's taken in by Holland. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Pay on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. May going to look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Jones now on 1st down. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Now a play fake. Jones. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns. But that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Indianapolis.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to number 14. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, it's Jones. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Caleb Jason gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, New England.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And the first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's May. He'll get this off to Stevenson.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Throwing now is May. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. Rolling to the left, and he will get into the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it, and the Patriots make the lead 4. It is 17 to 13.
17. Colts 13.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Colts first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Jones. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards. On that hookup. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Run over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Jones throwing on second down. And this one is caught by Pierce. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Again, it's Jones. That is caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Colts go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Patriots 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here's May to throw it on first down. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. It's the tight end Henry in motion. 3rd and short. And here is May. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Critical third down conversion there,
line.
Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 3 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll run on first down with Taylor. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is May. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Taylor loses the football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. The short pass taken in by Warren. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The Trader now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's May. And that ball led in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages, but do not let them throw the ball over your head.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Do it! How does this have to happen? Swear I'm making a mistake if I'm lying. Really? What's going on, guys?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And the Patriots.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, I mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
Now you start thinking situational football, Mike. We're under the 4-minute mark. They've got to go get a score here. Ideally, you want to do it on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, if at all possible.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion, and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll go. Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Jones going to hang on to it here. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
In motion is Warren. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the handoff, it's Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Second and 11. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.